All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The clock didn't change. I don't know how many seconds yet. We're gonna have to do that
So
again.
it
I
didn't
got.
change. There, it's changed.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go. There we go.
look the other way, Nachum. Look this way. You're not looking. There you go.
There
Now
you
look.
go.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to our first ever NextDor webinar. Super
Everybody
exciting.
should clap. I'm clapping because
Yeah,
miles to miles.
it is the first one. Hopefully, the first of many. We have so many great features and ideas we're going to be bringing to you. We're going to talk to you about with one goal, one purpose, and that is to help you grow your nonprofit, to help you with your careers, to help you help others. That's really what the NextDor vision is. We're going to get into everything, but as we're getting started, I just want to wait a couple of minutes because of the Johnny Come Latelys. But those of you who don't know, I want to introduce Hanan Kaufman. Hanan is the founder of NextDor. It's his vision. And but he's also done a couple other things. Hanan, why don't you give a 30-second introduction? You've been in this industry for about 30 years, so you definitely know what you're talking about.
I don't know if I know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to be talking about it. Thank you, Nachum. I've had the privilege when I came to Asia Torah back in the early 80s to be involved with a tremendous movement, the Baal Tshuva movement, which was really very special under the leadership of Noah Weinberg Zatzal, and with great brothers and friends, and we built, an organization that was really exciting together, and involved in a lot of Israel trips, bringing people to Israel. And we have a lot going on right now. There's a problem with El Al today, and there are hundreds of people stranded.
Oh, really?
We're trying to get back. Yeah, my whole office is going crazy right now, and go Inspire. So, thank God I've been involved in a lot of great projects to help the Jewish people, and it's very exciting to be working on NextDor and to use the experiences and the networks that I've been able to develop or to grow in over the years, and together bring people together to help the Jewish people is really, really my greatest passion and something I'm very excited about. And it's really wonderful.
Amazing. And I'll just give a quick intro about myself. Nachum Kligman, an author of the book The Frum Entrepreneur. I am the co-founder, one of the co-founders of NextDor and the Entrepreneur in Residence. I'm currently a co-founder CEO of a new software company called booklikeaboss.com, which you should definitely check out.
Yeah.
And I also have a podcast called The Frum Entrepreneur, where I interview different Frum entrepreneurs from around the world to help you grow your businesses, which you could check out at frumentrepreneur.com. About a year and a half ago, Hanan came to me with this amazing idea, this amazing vision. And when he told me, originally he hired me to come on board to help with the branding, help with the website, and help to flush out the idea. And then, I loved it, and I loved the passion, and we both love helping other Jews around the world to be more successful. And I was already doing that in the for-profit way, but to be able to use the skills that Hashem gave me to help the nonprofit, and the chance to work with somebody like Hanan with over 30 years experience, and it was just an incredible calling for me. And then I discussed to join up, and now we have NextDor. So, thank you, Hanan, for that. Thank you for bringing me on.
Thank you.
And so we also have another co-founder, Esty Rand, who can't be here tonight. Just simply, she could be, but because the technology only allows 2 people, otherwise she would be here. But thank you, Esty, and her team, and everyone else. I mean, we have the staff keeps getting bigger. No, it's like every day there's another person joining, and a lot of volunteers that help out, because we have a movement. What's going on here? NextDor is full of passionate people, and we have a vision. Why don't you share a vision about NextDor, and then we'll dig into about if you're in the nonprofit industry, if you're in the nonprofit world or the organizational world, how we can help you succeed. So why don't you take it?
Look, my feeling is that we're in a unique time in history. It's very messianic. It's very end of days type of history, where technology and people's attitudes as well is bringing people together, and that we have access to tons and tons of tools, every corner of the earth, every new idea can get out there so quickly, and the rate of change is so rapid, and we're in a time of great innovation. And we have to tap into that. We have to play the game and use all the tools possible. So here we are. Could you imagine we're running like we're in a studio and we're running a television show type thing. A few years ago, this would have cost tremendous amount of money, and everybody could come in and watch it, and you could record it and send it out to the whole world. This little thing alone, which is, relatively, kol hakavod to Nachum can pull this off. I don't know how to do this, but it's remarkable. And just think of this little tool that any of you guys out there who are watching this, you can do webinars. You can be a star. And if you have something really cool to say, this will go viral. Millions of people will see it. So just think of the potential. And we're the Jewish people. I mean, non-Jews, you're welcome, but we're the Jewish people. And we have a lot to give the world. We have the content. We are supposed to be teaching the world. We're supposed to give them the ideas that from our Torah and the values, and we're the content kings. So we have to get our act together so we can get our messages out. And that's what it's really, really about. So we can lead the world to a much greater place. So now we've got to tool up for 21st century. All right? So what does that mean now? It means collaboration. Number one. Number one means that we have a word in Hebrew for collaboration. It's called achdus. When we come together and we help each other, we can do anything. So now think of that professionally. If you have people who can come and teach you any aspect, or all the experts, different parts, how much can we accomplish? That is the basis of this movement that we're doing with NextDor.
Yeah, so it's saying it's more, if you're starting a nonprofit or an organization, or you already have one, we want to help you learn and use what tools are out there, what the technologies are out there, bring you the best experts in the world that can help you be more successful in your nonprofit, whether it's by teaching, whether it's by technology, whether it's by events, and we'll get into some of the specifics of what NextDor has to offer. But there, in the for business world, you have all sorts of organizations, you have all sorts of business networks, and you have all sorts of gurus out there and people that you can go to and events to help you grow your business. So, but I think NextDor is really the first organization that's here to help other organizations, other Jewish organizations, to be more successful. And that's what we want. So if you're in that industry, if you're starting a nonprofit, if you're thinking about starting a nonprofit, you work for a nonprofit, then you've come to the right place. So Hanan, what would you say? We went over already some of the, I think, the pain points, what's missing in the organizational world.
Well, we didn't. Well, let me add that a little bit. I think what's important for us all to realize is that almost every profession today, every professional, whether they're in finance, whether they're in sales, they're in management, they're in, whatever it may be, they all realize that they probably go to, 5 to 10 days a year of seminars or conferences, and they're going to spend $1,000 a day, whatever they're going to spend, and they're going to go there, and they're going to try to come away with one good idea. One, it's unbelievable, because that one idea could change their business 5, 10, 15, 20%, and it's humongous. Plus, maybe they meet one new person, they broaden their network. That adds, the human capital is fantastic, and that someone that could join them and open up doors for them. So learning, growing professionally, whether you're just an individual who wants to advance their career, or you're part of an organization, or you're an entrepreneur and you want to build something, which is really our sweet spot we're really focused on. Anything along those lines, you need to get into the mode where, and obviously I'm preaching to the choir, because if you're listening to a webinar, you're out there, you appreciate you're learning it. But we're going to get this video out to many more people. And I think that's the message to our community who may not be as aware of the many tools and opportunities out there. So the least that we can do for our community around the world is to bring them the idea that you should be continuing education, right? And there are several steps, right? And so we have 3 sort of tracks that we're focused on, right, Nachum?
Yeah.
All right. And Nachum Klibman is in charge of one, and he'll speak about that a little bit, which is our online, using the technology. Here we are. This is a very good example. Our membership, which leads is offline and online benefits. Number two is what we call our live events, which are educational seminars, courses, and workshops where people come together physically in locations. Right now we're doing in Jerusalem coming up on December 12th. We're doing New York, our first larger event in New York on December 5th. And that idea is that you can come for one day. You can come for a 4 or 5 day in 1 week, just take the time off and immerse yourself. Or you can come for once a week for 6 weeks and go through an experience where you're going to gain a tremendous amount of information and tools and techniques from really top experts in different fields that cover the spectrum of what it means to run an organization today. And when we talk, obviously we're specializing in organizations. I don't like to use the word, but we say nonprofits. But we use organizations that are cause-driven, right? Which in our community are there are many, and there are many people who want to do more things. And we need you. We need many more things. But what's also important, right, Nachum, is that they got to think and understand that we have to think like
entrepreneurs
and businesses, right? 21st century.
Like a for-profit.
You have to think like a for-profit because
we are for-profit.
Yeah, I got my button. I got to show you.
You got to show your button.
Oh no, where's my button? Get my button. Oh no,
the for-profit button.
It's so funny. But anyway, yeah, the idea is that you have to think like a business because businesses have certain efficiencies, right? Because they have to focus on the bottom line. They have to keep costs down. They have to be really good at everything they do in order to get the customers and to compete. And we have to understand that Bisman Hazeh, in the 21st century, we are under tremendous attack for the competition. The dollar, I don't have to tell any of you out there, we all know how hard it is to monetize what you're doing, to raise the money, to be able to have the cash flow and the customers are paying you for your wonderful services and the good things that you're doing for the world. That's number one. Number two is that we need to scale up. We're in a time where our communities are larger. They're growing. It's unbelievable, right? And, where we were, running schools for, a couple hundred kids, now it's thousands, and it's growing. And we need to be really, really good. We can't go down. We have to be much better than we were and do it for many, many more people.
100%. So we talked about, we have 3 different tracks. We talked about the live events. We talked about the online community, which I'm going to dig into. But the third one is our CCM program, which is also, huge benefits. Why don't you dig into what CCM is a little bit?
So it's very exciting. First of all, we are very privileged to have the co-founder, Esty Rand, who's out in Los Angeles. And Esty is a very, very talented individual. She is
she's a rock star.
She's actually professionally, she's not a professional rock
star.
Not
a professional rock star.
But she's professionally.
She's a rock star.
That I don't know about, I don't know. Anyway.
Rebbitzin Esty Rand.
Yes. But what she does a lot of works is a consulting company, a business consulting company for small businesses, which are for-profits and organizations. Yeah. And she's leading our, what we call CCM, consulting, coaching, and mentoring. And what that is, it's really a full management consulting organization that consists of, first of all, the key people, and her being the key one, where we will meet any size individual or company, organization. We will assess them, listen to them, where you're stuck, what do you need, what type of skills do you need? Is it in the area of fundraising? Is it in the area of branding and marketing? Is it in creating a presentation, as a direction, and many, many aspects of what you need to do to run a good organization, run a company? And then what we'll do is we have recruited and engaged scores of fantastic coaches and consultants and mentors who are, top of the line. And not only top of the line, but they're very dedicated to type of causes that we are helping out. And they're coming in at a very, very reduced rate cost-wise. So you're getting access to people that you would never find. You know what I say? That a lot of the people coming out of our programs this summer, we had 48 social entrepreneurs and 4 different accelerators. There were 3 in Jerusalem and 1 in New York. And we took them, an accelerator is really a workshop, and we took them through an 8-week, once a week, for 4 hours training program with a whole curriculum of really what does a 21st century entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, or leader of an organization, or a founder, or someone who wants to start something, someone's running an organization, what do they need to know? What are the skills that they have? So we covered a broad array of topics, and we had experts come in. And we had 36 different professionals come in and do presentations. And Nachum was one of them. And so Nachum actually did several of them. And several did. So we had all these slots to fill. And it was amazing. So we really engaged 100 people in a very meaningful way. And one of the things that we found, there were 2 really remarkable outcomes. One of them was that everybody grew a lot and they learned a lot, and it really changed their whole direction of what they were doing. And some of it, we will see really amazing results from that for years to come. But one of the things that came out was that these people realized that, hey, there are a lot of resources out there. There are fantastic people who really know about branding, who know about fundraising, who know about business development and leadership that I can have access to.
Yeah, I just want to jump in, Hanan, for a second, just to talk about some of these people. I mean, we have Eli Beer from Hatzalah. We have John Goldman, who's a marketing guru and legend that he's given some classes, and he's part of our mentoring program. Talk about fundraising. We have Shimon Pepper, who's, I mean, you've known him for years, but he's been in the fundraising industry for 30 plus years. You know, Bruki Cohen. We have Rabbi Edelstein. We have Penina Eichler. I mean, there's just Simcha Gluck. You know, we have entrepreneurs, we have marketers, we have branders. Ariel Halevi is, he has a company called Vayomer, where he trains people how to speak, how to do public speaking. I mean, really,
Eliezer Blatt,
Moshe Hecht,
Nachum Stillerman did a lot of work with us.
Judah Michelle from Hask, Rachel Moore.
We had Jamie Cowland. So what it was is we had people who they themselves.
Let's not forget Ben Wiener from Jumpspeed Ventures. Ben.
We had the list goes on, but we had, and they're really amazing. And I don't want to not include people. You didn't tell me we're going to go down the list, but you go to our website. And by the way, Nachum, I just want to tell you, a lot of people are not on our website. You need to add more. We're still building a website. There's a lot of people we still have to put on. Okay. But what it represented was interesting because there were people who. And I'm one of them. I'm not a consultant. I built organizations and I run organizations. I currently have 5 companies, and we've spun out many of them over the years. Right now, I'm heading up 5, and it's a different approach when you're someone who's actually running a company and you're dealing with people. I know their pain points, and I get it. So, the professional consultants. They do too, good ones. They know the pain points. They can really help alleviate that. But they're also able to, really structure how to present the whole concept in a way. I learned tons from the presentations, from many aspects of what our mentors gave. But it was interesting to me that we mixed it up and we got people, David Felsenthal, who is, a major leader at the OU and has done, a good friend and has done amazing things. He was able to really share so many things that Elliot Matthias runs Hasbro Fellowship. So these are friends of mine. There are other people out there that I've come to meet, people through Nachum and other people who are both extremely accomplished in running for-profits and nonprofits in the business world and other parts. There are professional consultants and coaches that really, besides them, who are professional coaches who can really offer a tremendous amount. So this is revolutionary. That just the CCM, Coaches Consultant and Mentoring Division, led by Esty Rand, is in itself a revolutionary thing because we're bringing to the table pre-selected top people to a community and to a population of the Jewish community that has probably had very little consulting experience. in themselves. And we're bringing this top stuff. I can't imagine what it would have been like for me or my associates at Aish Torah, who started all these branches that we started going back in the early 80s, mid-80s. And we had people like that at this price coming in and be able to help us in all areas. I just can't imagine how much we were able to accomplish. So today, the potential for all of us out there, if you have a passion and you have a concept and you have the guts, well, we want to help you, and we can.
100%. So, I mean, I want to dig in a little bit into the online community. We talked about CCM, which is fantastic. We're literally adding people every week, top of the line from all over the world, to help you, give you the best what you need. And if you're interested in the CCM program, contact us. We do a thorough review of your organization, try and see who would be the best mentors to help you with your specific needs. And we talk about the events, which obviously are must. First of all, everything we do, because we're a nonprofit and because we're a nonprofit and because we're out to really help people. So we try to get subsidized programs and events as much as we can. So you're really getting tremendous value. So Hannah, you want to say something? Then I'm going to jump into the online community.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that Naftali just put up there that he wanted what are the costs. So I assume Naftali is asking about CCM, the consulting, coaching, mentoring. So basically, typically, it's around $150 an hour, which is a typical cost that we do as NextDor. In other words, we get the mentors to come in at a very reduced rate for the most part. Some of these people are charging a lot more than that. And with that, we try to put this together of packages. So we might sit down and say, look, maybe you should have, spend $1,000, and this is the package we're doing, and this is what you'll get as a deliverable. You might get a plan out of that. You might get, some sort of presentation that you can use, or you might get a plan for marketing, a plan for fundraising, whatever. In addition to having, let's say it's 4 or 5 hours of time with top consultants in the fields that you're interested in and you need. And that we also very careful to match them up based on personality. And I appreciate fundraising is a world of a topic. So there's some people who are really good at doing events. There's some people who are really good at face-to-face solicitations, and we bring it down so that it's really matches what you need, and then we manage it. We oversee it so to make sure it works for you. So that is a very unique, high-level service, and that we're bringing it. Making it so accessible to our community and to the cause-driven organizations in the Jewish community is really a remarkable thing, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And the people, and it's already been running. We already had. I've done some.
Very busy.
I've done some consulting through NextDor for people, and I've heard the feedback, and people are really learning, really growing, and it's fantastic.
But I want to mention we've been really busy. Before you get to the community, because of our workshops that we did this summer, the accelerators, they want more, so they're keeping us really, really busy. Yeah, with the consulting and coaching stuff. It's just we have to start keeping the statistics, but we've done, probably hundreds of hours now since the summer already, and that includes the Chagim break. So it's been very, really busy.
Yeah, thank God. But one of the things I'm most excited about is the online community. I know actually everybody's excited about it. This is really one of my fortes, especially in using technology. But we wanted to create a place, an online forum that's specifically for you, the professional social entrepreneur or organizational head, that we wanted to create a place where it's sort of like, I'd say, a cross between Facebook and LinkedIn, where you can come in, you have a safe place to post your questions, to meet other people that are in the same positions as you around the world. You basically have an area where you log in and you'll be able to start posting things and asking questions, getting feedback on design, asking, hey, does anybody know a good web designer? Does anybody know a good accountant that specializes in nonprofits? Getting feedback from people. And then we also have groups, just like Facebook groups. We'll have groups specifically for your area expertise. So let's say you're in the, you join the fundraising group. So that group will be specifically about fundraising ideas, what's worked, what hasn't worked, basically connecting with other people from around the world so that you're never alone. And also one of the great things about this online community is that you'll have access to all our recorded events, all our accelerator programs from the past. You'll have access to. We're putting that up now as we speak, so you'll be able to see previous accelerator programs. In addition, we're going to have special programming, special webinars with experts on specific topics that can help you grow your business, help you grow your organization. All right, so we're going to have webinars, we're going to have guest speakers, videos, so much more in this online community. We're also, when you're a member of our community, we would call the community our NextDor community, you also get discounts on these events. You'll get discounts. You'll be able to participate in our CCM. CCM is for members only, right? Everything we talked about. So you'll be able to get discounts on events, special events. One of the things that we saw, and coming out of this, is that people wanted more. People wanted monthly gatherings, and so we're going to be setting up monthly gatherings in Yerushalayim. We're going to start, and in New York, and hopefully in other places where you could get together live with people. That was one of the most requested features that we had. So that will be free for any NextDor community member, and there'll be a small cost for anybody that's not a member. So we're going to give you tons of previous content, fresh and new content every month. You'll be able to interact with other members. And one of the most beautiful things that are coming probably next month or so is also an app for your iPhone or for Android, the NextDor app, where it'll be a mirror reflection of our online community just in the app format, so that you'll never be alone. And if you're about to meet with a fundraiser with a donor, right, and you have a question, or how do you approach something, or what do you do? Boom, you post it, and hopefully you'll get some quick responses. And so really, and also, as we mentioned earlier, we're just getting started. I mean, we're only in our first year, really. So we're interested very much in your ideas. How can we make everything how can we make everything better for you? What are your needs? In terms of cost, because someone asked whether this forum already exists. There's no forum that I know specifically and only for Jewish nonprofit members.
He wants to know if we're up and running yet. I think.
It is in beta. It'll be up and running in about I would say another week or so, but it's in beta right now. And it's looking good. It's looking good. It's very exciting stuff. Oh, and so in terms of cost, this is really a total gift. And the cost for this monthly program for being a member of this community is only $29 a month.
20, that's it?
I know. We actually thought about this. It really should be more. If you go to any professional business network, you're talking about $50, $70, $80, $300 a month. We're doing it for $29 a month, and you have full access to discounts on all our events. You have full access to CCM. You have full access to our apps. And these are things only for our members. You have complete access to top professional webinars and videos and previous content. And again, this is because we're being subsidized by generous sponsors that we're able to offer us for such a low price. So, and there's more to come. I mean, really a lot more to come with this. But Hanan, I want to hand it back over to you. That's the membership community. But I want to talk a little bit more about, because we have these seminars in New York and Yerushalayim that's coming up. Why don't we talk a little bit about what to expect at these seminars and who's going to be speaking, and then we'll talk about the future, which is also exciting.
I just wanted to add to what you said about the membership, is that we really saw, to me, there, the effect. If you talk to the participants who did the programs this summer, all of them unanimously, and they started it themselves, and then we realized that this is a need and we fulfill it, is that they want to have that community. They want that supporting each other was a very big deal. You imagine you're in a room with 15 guys or whatever it is who are running organizations, or want to start new organizations, or have key positions, and you've gone through this accelerator program where you learned a lot of new language, common definitions and ideas that really resonate, and now you get it, what you need to do. We spend time during the accelerator programs where we had mentors there, and they would facilitate discussions. And we'd focus in. We'd say, Nachum, okay, you got this new, be the own boss online thing, but we don't get it. The way you're laying it out, maybe you should try it this way and this way. And it's like the whole room just focuses in on that person for that, 20 minutes, half hour, whatever it is. And then we take turns. And there's a mentor there who facilitates it. And so there was a tremendous demand to continue to do those on an ongoing basis. We don't want to stop. Okay, the accelerator ended, but let's meet once a month, twice a month, whatever it is. And we're going to do that, those meetups in Jerusalem, in New York, and maybe other cities as well.
And so I just point out that it came
fantastic thing.
And it came, and it was funny because we heard it both from the women's and from the men's programs separately. They both said, "Hey, we got to keep going this."
Everybody said, we heard it in New York. Everybody. We did 4 different locations, 4 different groups, and they were different populations, different city, different parts of the world. They were really all had the same. It was an organic result. So that's what comes out. Learning, getting a basic education on the topics that you need from people who are really doing this stuff is a very efficient way. I mean, you can spend tens of thousands of dollars and get an MBA or go to college. You're not going to come out with stuff like this so practical. And that's the type of education that we need to get. It has to be practical, and it has to be help us right now, help you do what you do well.
I just came up with a crazy idea. Yeah, I know you're actually gonna kill me on this, but because we didn't discuss it beforehand. But I want to make we have a nice amount of people on this webinar. I'm going to make a special offer just to people on this webinar because I want to get the online community going. Anybody that emails me at nachum@nextdoor.org within the next 24 hours. And was interested in the membership community, I'm going to give you a 20% discount for life in the membership. I'm looking at Hanan. I don't know. He's not too happy about that. He's trying to do that
for life.
Yeah,
to live to 120
for life. So send me an email. Tell me you're interested in the online community. Send it to nachum@nextdoor.org, and I'm going to hook you up. Anybody that contacts me in the next 24 hours, I'm going to hook you up with a special 20% discount. Wow. So what is that? So it's like $20 a month, $19 a month, something like that, for everything we just talked about.
I think your math is a little off, but that's okay.
Oh, wait, what's 20% off of $29? Yeah, you're right.
$24. It's
whatever. It's that's $18.
It's great.
Oops. Whatever it is, I'll keep it, and we'll talk about that later. I guess how to compensate for that, but a special offer I want to make because you guys took the time to come onto this webinar and to register. So okay, thank you.
So further, let's move on. We're doing events. So basically, what does it mean events? It's a general term. So first of all, we're doing 2 seminars, a 1-day mini accelerator. It's different because we expected 50 to 100 people. Like I said, we're going to do it in Rockefeller Center in 3 West. 51st Street. We have rented a building there. Mr. Lou Browse is our sponsor. Got us that, he's the man. And he got us, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell everybody, but anyway, he got us that.
Nobody tell anybody.
And in Israel, we're doing it at the Heichel Shlomo on Rehov Melech George, King George, next to the Great Synagogue, which is also an interesting place. And that'll be in December 12th. They're both on Mondays. And we're going to be there. And basically, we have 4 really top speakers dealing with fundraising, with business planning, business strategy, marketing, and networking, expanding your network and growing it. So one of the, as you may have guessed, one of the great speakers in Israel will be Nachum Kligman. Sorry, other friend.
I'm right here.
Who will be doing networking, which is really a great skill. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I did a lot of cold calling and fundraising for many years. I started Asian New York, and I came to New York City in 1986, and we had telephones, and we had, someone stole UJA lists, the major donors. I just got on the phone. Hey, how you doing? We try to get in there and cold call. Today, there are so many tools to get in front of people, and I know that you all out there who are, charismatic, wonderful people who have great midos and who are doing committed and idealistic and doing wonderful work, all you have to do is get to meet people. It's just getting in front of people. So people like Nachum and New York, we have Rafi Salem, who are real bakim experts of how to use the technology today, how to use your highlight your skills and your personalities in a way that you could really pave the way to meet a lot of new people, which is really crucial to expand and develop what you're doing. Fundraising, we have it in New York. We're having Brian Saber, Brian Saber, who has, you should check it out. Why don't you put his thing up there, askingmatters.com. Go check it out, askingmatters.com. He's got a tremendous platform of finding your voice and your asking style. And he is a Talmud Muvhak of Jerry Panis, who is probably one of the all-time great fundraisers in the late 20th century. Jerry Panis wrote Mega Gifts and many other works. And it's all about 75% of money that's given is from face-to-face solicitations. The real big bucks comes from that. Learning, getting out there asking, learning about your asking style. That is extremely valuable approach, and we're really excited to hear what Brian has to say. We also have Esti's doing some business strategy work, right? And Vayomer, I think it's Ariel Halevi in Vayomer in Israel will be doing our business strategy there. And then we have your friend Yitzhak Saflis.
Yeah, Yitzhak Saflis from
who's an amazing, tremendous marketing person who's going to talk about marketing that'll, in terms of advancing. So we're talking all these things, we're particularly focusing on monetizing, which means making money. You need to make money. You need to be a for-profit. Right? That means you need to make more money than you spend. And that'll help you do your great work. That'll help you to create the causes and sustainability that you need to have. So those are some, but that's not all. That's the one day. Okay? Those are one-day seminars. But we're going
just before you go down there, I'm going to put a link up now because you could register for these events now, both in Israel and in New York.
It's NextDor/seminars.
Yeah.
nextdoor.org/seminars. That's the way they should go to. Okay, that's the email address, and there you can just put your email in there, and then you can go to the site and actually register, but it'll give you a schedule, and we're very excited. And that's to me.
I want to give them a discount code. I just created a discount code because I'm into discounts. We have an early bird. I'm sorry. This is my for-profit thinking.
Spending money.
His. But I created a special coupon code that's available just, I think, for next week or so. Just put an early bird on checkout. We'll give you a little discount. So you could have even more savings on this event.
So here's the point. In one day,
I made the link wrong.
One day, people say like this: I'm going to go to professional training seminar or conference, whatever. I come out with one insight, spend $1,000 on a day, spend my day. It's totally worth it if you're a serious professional and you want to grow. That's how you grow. What I say here is that it's $250 in America and it's 300 shekels in Israel. All right. That's really subsidized.
And it includes hot lunch.
Yeah, this was lunch. And
it wasn't going to be hot. I just made it now hot. All right, it was going to be hot.
I think the coffee will be hot. And it's all day long, 9:30 to like 6:30. And we're going to have, like we said, 4 major top professional presenting. I'm the host, so I'm just going to be there. And then there will also be a panel of funders. We're going to have a panel of people who are philanthropists, and they're going to have a discussion with the group there and talk about things that they look for in organizations, how they view it today, which is invaluable to all of us to appreciate, what the market is about, what people really want to see. And then we're going to have a few organizations actually be able to pitch. If you're interested and want to try a short pitch to some of our funders where, you might get some, chance to pitch for a whole room of people, including the funders, if you think you're got something special, we want to hear it. It's very limited spots for that. We want to do it as a short demonstration, but we're looking for candidates. Anyway, so the beauty of that is that there are 4 speakers. I believe for the people, our market, the people who are coming, that each one of you, Nahum, when he talks about networking, you're going to get 3 excellent ideas from Nahum Kligman, at least 3 that you'll say, wow, I want to use that. 3 of them. And you'll get that from 4 different people. That means you'll probably come with 10 or 12 tremendously helpful insights that could really change the game for you. And you're going to get that in one day for $250. That is amazing. And that's by the way, I want to offer something that
the discount code, they're going to get it for a little less than $250.
How much is a little less?
Well, you'll have to register to find out, Hanan. But
okay, I know where to get the money from. Okay, anyway, I don't know what's going on here. Nahum was destroying me.
I'm sorry. I love people. I'm just having a good time. I want people to come. I'm going to be at the event. I'm going to be at both events. It's going to be incredible. We're going to have a fantastic time meeting people. And I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say.
Good. So basically, you got to come to these events because besides the content, the 10 to 12 takeaways you're going to have, you're going to meet other professionals.
Yes.
You're going to meet some mentors. You're going to meet some.
It's a great networking event. You're going to meet a lot of people there, right? Yeah. There's a lot of really good people there. And a lot of our mentors are going to come, and you can meet them. And you know, from there, that one day will give you connections, give you a sense of what the community could offer you on an ongoing basis, and you'll be a lot of takeaways that you will help your business and your organization to grow. So I really feel that anybody who is interested in advancing their career, advancing organization, wherever your position is in that organization, if you want to affect change, a lot of us have been involved with organizations that have been around for a while. And we kind of know that it's time that they changed. Because that's the way the world is. We have to reinvent ourselves all the time. We have to be growing. And some of these organizations are overdue for reinvention. Or if you want to start a new one, you know, I love startups. I think that's the way to go. I'm a big believer in startups because I think that the entrepreneurial spirit is where real exciting things happen. And all these great organizations that are out there that are doing big and wonderful things were started by a handful of people or individuals who made really big things happen, and they changed the world. So that's the way we want to go. So anyway, and so now, Nahum, we're going to talk about that following this. And again, I don't want to be self-promoting. I just really want to share this with you guys and girls out there so that you know it's available. And the next stage from this is that we will be announcing at the one-day seminar in New York and in Jerusalem about our accelerator programs or workshops that will be coming up this winter, where we're planning to do 2 versions. We will have, you can take off 4 days total for 24 hours. So it's 6 hours on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, times 4. And we will cover the whole spectrum of what you need to know to run your organization and to build a sound, sustainable, powerful 21st century business model organization in that 1 week. So you can take off. You can come from anywhere you are in the world. Come to New York. We're going to probably do one sounds like in Brooklyn, and one in Lakewood, New Jersey. That's the plan. We may have some other locations as well.
Well, Jerusalem.
Well, yeah, and we'll have in Jerusalem. And we're going to do, and you'll be able to take off for that one period of time and really focus in and do a crash course and really dive in and get a running start. The other thing is that we were going to do is a 6-week version, which means once a week. In America, probably be on a Sunday. We'll work out the time. It might be on a Monday. We'll see what's going on here. And then in Israel, probably we did one on Fridays. We'll do other days as well, where you'll go once a week for 5, 6 hours for 6 weeks. So that's a different version. And that really works well for people. There is more intense, but it's more spread out. And that gives you an opportunity to, 1, you don't have to take off from your job. So you can, keep your job and not take off. 2 is that you can go back to your organization, to your supporters, to your board members, to your members, and really sort of test some of the ideas or, get some feedback or figure out, it's really like a workshop. So we can really, develop your organization as you're going through, because you have more time to do it. You have the week in between. Plus, we will offer different packages of consulting in your membership for the ones who do these different accelerator programs, and each one has a different price. If you want to know about pricing, we're talking about it's typically for the 1 week program will be $1,500, and for the 6 weeks program, I think is what we said was $2,000, but there will be discounts available. Leave it to Nachum.
I'm your best friend.
Right. Present company excluded, of course. And there will be discounts based on
Or payment,
and also property and so on. And we want to talk to your donors. And we want to tell your donors, this is my shtick here, and you can go on our line. We have a thing about this for funders. I think it's beautifully written. If you go on our website and you go look up, it's funders on nextdoor.org. Up the top there, it says funders. Go read what we wrote. Send your funder to read what we wrote, because there we want to talk to them. We want them to realize that they're putting in a lot of money. They're committed to you, and that's fantastic. But we need to get everybody to work together so we can be better at what we do. And we need to do professional training. We need to help each other so we can improve. And it means 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, maybe 100% improvement that can happen. And we can help you to do that. So if they put in, let them sponsor you. Let them give you a full membership. We have these membership packages where it includes a tremendous amount of consulting. It means going to all our seminars and our webinars and our programs, live programs where they have the courses and workshops and the meetups. You'll have this whole package, and you'll say to them, look, if I could say to them very simply, you put in a couple grand for the year, you're going to see back 10-fold. You're not going to get it. And I want to tell you something. I learned this from Rabbi Nachum Stillerman, who is one of the leading all-time fundraisers in the Jewish community. His last big gig is he raised $19 million to get the Mir Yeshiva out of debt when Rosh Yeshiva Tetzal passed away. And he was one of our key mentors and presenters within our organization. He's very, very excited about NextDor, and he spent many hours working with our organizations in Israel. Yeah. And he says that he told people when he does consulting with them, and I'll say the same thing, and this is more than what Nachum's offering, we will give back a money-back guarantee on anybody who attends any of our seminars or any of our workshops. And they go through that whole thing. If you don't feel it was worth your time and your money, we'll send you the money back. No questions asked.
I didn't say that. You heard it straight from Hanan Kaufman. So his word is good as gold.
Because it's true. Because
it's impossible not to, though. It's really impossible.
And you know what? We don't want to waste your time. We don't want to take your money unless it's something that you're going to get. And Esty Rand says this, and I'm a big believer in this too. You should get a lot more from us than when you put in.
Oh,
right?
For sure.
That's our commitment. And so, reason we're charging you, number one is there's I'll tell you why we're charging you, even though we raised a lot of money this year and we spent it. And I want to shout out to our donors and our sponsors who really help us got started and made this possible for you. And there's a number of them who've given generously. But I want to say that, first of all, I believe that free advice is just that. If you're not paying for it, you don't own it. So you need to pay for advice because you're going to use it better. And the most important thing about advice is really making it real and really doing it and really affecting change. I'm not interested in talking to you talking to me in here. We want to make a difference. Let's get down and dirty and let's get in there and let's see how can you be more effective in your fundraising, in your model, and in what you do to help the Jewish people. If you have a school, or if you're doing kiruv, or if you're doing chesed organizations, you got to be really, really good at it, and you got to be expert at it, what you're doing, and it has to be really powerful, and people have to love it.
I want to teach you how to be for profit. Be for profit, not nonprofit, and that's the last thing we'll teach you. Right. All right, we just passed the hour mark. I want to get to some Q&A.
We got to get out of here.
Time flies when we have fun.
I can't believe it.
But if you guys have any questions, please post it in the thing.
No, we didn't. We passed the hour mark. No, it's 49 minutes. That's okay. Nachum.
Oh, because recording.
But that's good. That's fine. Let's go questions. Let's do it. Let's do it. So basically we covered NextDor on one foot is we have coaching, consulting, mentoring. We have a membership community, which includes face-to-face meetings, online resources and assets, access to all the content, and more and more and more discounts. 3 is our live events, with our seminar and workshops, where you can learn the basics, be part of the community, and gain all these things. Each one feeds off of the other. We're here to help you. We've got a great team, and we've got, I can't even begin to say how humbled I am by the level of talent of all the people that are involved. I'm saying we have scores. Like I said, we had 36 different people involved this summer who gave presentations and involved as mentors, and we have another probably 30 that have joined us since then, or other ones that weren't able to participate this summer, and they're there. So you're talking scores of people, and the talent's unbelievable, and we're all here to help you succeed. And this is what we need to do. This is what needs to be done for you guys and you ladies out there who have great ideas and great passion. We need to, this is crucial.
All right, so we had a question from Jeff who asks, I'm not sure if he was asking us or he was asking people in general. He says, what drives you? The why of your, he says, tell me about the why of what your purpose is and what drives you. So Hanan, what is the why and what drives you?
The why. Why is that the Jewish people we're supposed to be leading the world. I learned something very interesting in my experience in my career. I learned from Kiruv, being involved with Eish Torah and being with Rav Noach Weinberg Tetzal for 29 years, that I learned the best defense is a good offense. When you are out there trying to affect change in terms of our Judaism, then you are going to innovate. You're going to reach the hardest groups in the world, and you're going to figure out how to teach and how to inspire and how to really connect people to the most meaningful things in the world, which is our Torah. And when that, when we saw Eish Torah back in the early days, they were tremendously innovative, and they were creating many things. You see, the world has changed. I think that Rav Noach, and among other people, made a big impact in terms of what Jewish education looks like today, in terms of perception of the pride and the strength of the Jewish people. And we're in a generation today where we need to be much more effective, because the competition that we have in as a people is off the charts today. And the competition is not just for the dollar. It's for people's attention. I mean, it used to be, I think Yisroel Salant said that when you build ghetto walls to keep outside influences out and keep the precious Jewish culture and values inside, ideas go over walls. Today, the internet, wireless, goes through walls. So there's no walls anymore. So we're competing with every idea in the world. And you know how you win? You have better ideas and you get them out there. And the best defense is a good offense. And we need to innovate, right, Nachum?
100%.
We're no longer in we're no longer in the Industrial Revolution. We're no longer in the technological revolution. We're not even in the computer revolution. What's it called today? We're in the innovative driven economies. That means if you have a good idea and you think you have something the world wants, whether it's entertaining, whether it's meaningful, whether it's a service or a product, then all you need to do is just get it out there, because all the technology supports and all the communication is there. We're all connected. And what that means is that you can do anything today. Just have an idea, just have a passion, go for it and make it great. And what's beautiful about that is that
make it great again.
Make it great. Yeah, that's right. We're making the Judaism great again. And God forbid, it's always great, but we may let the world know that the world has to know that this is what, and they need us. They need us. So I can't, the why is our Torah. The why is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's purpose in the world. We need to help Am Yisrael to be able to have all the tools and all the resources to be able to create this. And that's really what it's about. And I think it's so crucial today. And again, it's coming together. If we come together, all of us have different talents. All of us have different resources and skills, and we want to help each other. And that's the whole basis of this. It's about really coming together to help each other, to help people help other people.
Excellent. All right. Any other questions? Or if not, we'll call this a successful webinar. I had a great time. Hanan, you had a great time?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Very good, right? Not bad for our first one.
Next time, by the way, anybody knows, I'm putting it out there, anybody knows a technology or a tool that I could have just, I probably could have put just a little microphone over here. I didn't have to have this thing.
Yeah, I actually have one.
Yeah. We have to come up with something because this is ridiculous here. Anyway.
I have one, but I had a problem. I wasn't able to get it to work.
I see. All right.
But whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get it going. Get it going next time. Anyway, everybody, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for joining us.
Coming, and we want to meet you. We want to hear from you, and we want to get to meet you either in Yerushalayim on December 12th or New York, Rockefeller Center,
December 5th.
All right, go get them, guys. Take care.
One more favor, please. Everybody here that's listening knows at least 3 people that are involved in nonprofit organizations. Send them this link, send them this webinar, tell them about NextDor, help us make this movement larger, tell them about the seminars that we have coming up, tell them about the events, tell them about our online community we're going to be doing, because the more we grow, the more we can help you and help Klal Yisrael, which is really what it's all about. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Hanan, you're awesome. You rock.
And, the best.
This has been awesome. Take care, guys.
Thanks for coming, guys. Bye-bye.